right, so this morning my wife got a trouble code, came up as a p1078, which is the iMac valve, which is this thing right here. I have a feeling because it's been cold, the last few nights have gotten a little cold. There's a bunch of oil that gets basically recirculated in through the intake, and because it was cold, I think it made it stick. So I'm gonna clean it out. Because of the EGR in this, it recycles a lot of that oil, and you'll find oil in the intakes in these all the time. And that's just normal for these engines. I have a feeling it just needs to be cleaned. I'm gonna take this cover off. We're gonna have to take the battery out. We're gonna have to take this out, this off, and then we're gonna take off the intake, the throttle body, and then take off the intake manifold. It seems like a lot, but it's not that bad. So we're gonna undo these. We're gonna take this out, make it easier. A lot of people say you don't have to take this out, this front core support, but it makes it a lot easier. So down here, this is that last bolt under the bumper. See, with that gone, it just gives you way more room to work with. Much easier to take that off and replace, put it back in than it is to be struggling with the intake once you got it out. All right, so we're gonna start disconnecting the throttle body. Every time I work on this car, it seems to make me bleed, so we'll see what happens this time. Blood, sweat, and tears. This damn electrical connector right on the bottom of the intake that is a real pain in the ass to get to. I'm having a super hard time getting to that thing. Can't get to it from the back or from the bottom, so I gotta just keep trying. But yeah, finally got it. Thing's a pain in the butt. Just in a real bad spot, you can't get your hands in there. So that's why it's better to take this off, because you can pull it straight out here instead of having to slide it that way. Don't take that cross member off, and they gotta disassemble a lot more stuff and try to slide it out, and it's a real pain in the ass. While I'm here, I'm just gonna look at my thermostat housing, make sure there's no leaks or anything, and just kind of take a look around. Everything looks okay. All right, let's look at the iMac valve. This is it right here, and there's a spring and a diaphragm in here. It's all controlled by vacuum, and then this is the iMac position sensor. And there's basically something that runs in here that has a little thing that turns. From what I understand, that actuates and lets air in the intake, basically in different volumes. So let's take it apart and see if we can find anything wrong with it. So there's quite a bit of oil in this thing. We're gonna clean it up. There's a good, nice little pool of oil in here too. All that gunk. We're gonna clean all that stuff out. More than likely, I'm thinking that's what caused it. Especially, it's been cold, so when that stuff's cold. Right now, it's warm, but when it's cold, it probably gets real gummy, and it probably just made the valve stick. Because as soon as it warmed up, it didn't throw another code. But she drove it all the way to Simi Valley and back. It didn't throw another code. So she drove it for like another 100 miles after it warmed up, and it was fine. This is how I'm gonna try to get down to the bottom of it. It's real soft on the top. I'm just gonna soak it. The amount of stuff coming out of it's pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna go blow it out with some air. All right, let's put it back on. Oh yeah, hey, if you're still here, like and subscribe to the content. Leave a comment below. If you need to know something about a Honda, don't ask me. It got me. See, I told you. It always makes me bleed. That's the least of it, but that's not the worst. Before it busts my knuckles. I always bust my knuckles on this car. But yeah, if you got any questions about CRVs, I could probably answer them for you. Don't forget to attach your vacuum lines, especially these, because it's a pain in the ass. It goes on the bottom, and this one too. That's fucking loose. That's no good. I didn't notice, but this thing's just freaking loose. It's not good, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit, see if the code comes back. Oh, I put away my tools and look for my 10mm. I lost my 10mm, of course, right? The infamous 10mm. Oh, there it is. I got it. One for the books. All right, I'm letting it warm up. I want to see if that code comes back. Hopefully it doesn't come back. I think it was just dirty. It looked, you know, there's a bunch of that gunk in there. All right, so far so good. I think it was just dirty, so I don't know. That's good. I don't have to buy a freaking sensor or rebuild that thing. So yeah, all right.